He's the owner of this place. Pretty nice shop. Well, 11 in the morning of September 10. I'm sitting here in the common space of Rumi Hostel, and well, a good thing about this hostel is that it is located in a building which has a lot of IT companies. This is on the 7th floor. You can see the nice view outside, and there's one coffee shop at the ground floor, and the lady makes very nice proper flat white, like the one that they sell in UK. So I'm having a great coffee, I think, after Atrayu, I think, yeah, because Atrayu is when I had coffee from the shop next to Arzu Hostel. Yesterday I spent most of my time editing and releasing video because I was on the road for 3 days. They are all out. The Wi-Fi here was good. Earlier I had problems with the VPN connection, but then I had to reinstall it on my iPad and then everything became okay. Today's plan is to ride towards Omsk. I have found a place midway somewhere, but I think I'm too late to start, so I don't know if I'll be able to reach there or I'll probably stop earlier. I will also do a bit of city sightseeing before going. I have not done any dedicated sightseeing here in Yekaterinburg. So there is two places. I think there's one church and there's one house of someone. These have like nice architecture, and that's the place I'm just going to visit on the way and then head to Omsk. I've come here to this church. This is called Church on Blood in honor of All Saints. Well, similar to the St. Petersburg Church, which was also called something related to blood. This church is also in the memory of the Tsars that were killed by the Bolsheviks, who actually led the Russian Revolution. And as per Wikipedia, this was where the Tsar Nicholas II lived, and his second name was Romanov. I think they were the last Tsar family, and the name Romanov must be familiar to the vodka drinkers in India, I guess. And yeah, that's how the name originally has come from. I think these were the Romanov family members who got killed, and I think it's the picture of them. Must be the Tsar family members, I guess. So there are a couple of things I have noticed in Russia. So one thing is the road discipline by pedestrians. So in all the signals, pedestrian signals, I have never seen people jumping the signal, which is probably not very common, but a reasonably common thing in Europe. Well, let's not talk about India. But in Russia, people maintain absolute discipline around it. The jaywalking is also very minimal on the broad roads. Like, people don't usually cross if it is not zebra crossing. The second thing is about the hostels. So in the hostel, maybe it's because most people are the local people, because there are not many foreign tourists in Russia at the moment, but all the people keep their luggage in a very organized way. I think my luggage is the most unorganized in the hostel dorm wherever I stay. And yeah, I also feel a little like embarrassed about it. This is Seva Setyanova's house. Well, yeah, the architecture is very unique. I don't think it is an example of local architecture or anything of that sort. And I read a bit about history of Seva Setyanova. I thought it's probably a king or some maybe duke or a knight, or apparently he was a clerk in the mining department. And he is a typical example of good businessman who moonlight to fame. And I think he did a few things on the side which made him good money, and then he bought this house, and he never lived in this house or palace. He always rented it to the wealthy people, and that's how he made good money out of it. There is, yeah, that's a pretty fascinating story, and apparently it's being bought by the government, and you cannot really enter in this, and you can only see it from outside. One of the TripAdvisor reviews said that you can always have a good view next to the lake. So yeah, I came to the lake for the view. Yeah, the lake is nice, and there is a tall building at the center here, and then there is a tall building here. Apparently this tall building is accessible, and you pay to kind of get to the top and then have a good view from there. Well, not my thing. But apparently this is probably the tallest building of Yekaterinburg. The one behind me was the one for some time before this was built. I don't know if this is accessible or not, but yeah, these are a few things in Yekaterinburg that you can do apart from like, yeah, visiting, like roaming around the city. But the city is definitely very glittery in a different way in night compared to Moscow, St. Petersburg and Kazan. So I'm at a place called Shawarma Market. This shop is just next to the Sevatsiona's house. Actually, I forgot the name, but yeah, whatever, the house we just saw. And it's a shawarma place, and they also had this flatbread shawarma which they call gyro. And the bread is actually very nice and tasty. I usually don't record shawarma's thing, but then that bread was pretty tasty, so I thought I will record for the memory. So I want to record an incident that happened yesterday night. Yesterday I was editing my videos, sitting on the work desk in the common area of the hostel, and in the evening I have to go meet Alex for some bike work, and in hurry I actually forgot my action camera on the desk. I thought I had put it in the bag, but when I came back in the night I couldn't find the camera. Then I got panicked. I went and asked the reception people. The lady at reception was pretty rude, and she said, well, they don't have it, like nobody has given or anything of that sort. And I was fairly dejected. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's mostly gone. But well, it wasn't, because right now I'm recording with it. Apparently I used Google Translate, and then I started asking people sitting in the hall, and I asked a lady, when she said that apparently the cleaning lady has found the camera, and she was asking people around, and she has given it to the reception, but apparently the person at reception was different at that point of time. So when I asked the lady, she wasn't aware. Well, then I went back again, and I looked around, and there was my camera behind the reception at a far end. And then I told the lady, and I got the camera. Well, I'm really thankful to that cleaning lady. She's an old lady. She was actually very nice to me. I was being told that old Russian people have mostly seen Bollywood, and they have only seen Indians in the movies. And she was actually very surprised, pleasantly surprised to see me. And then she also tried like interacting, but obviously we couldn't because I didn't speak Russian. But in the morning I did meet her, and I did click a picture with her. I couldn't ask her name, which I think I should have. I actually wanted to give her some money, but in early morning she wasn't available, and then I started talking to another lady, and she could speak English, and then I gave money to her, thinking that maybe I'll not meet the lady. But later in the day, that that lady to whom I have given the money to give it to the cleaning lady, she was gone. Her name is Irina, and then I met the cleaning lady, and then I clicked a picture. It was an overall nice experience. I think I would remember this experience. Right now at a bike shop called Drin Moto. This is the name that you can see, and the owner of this place is Veronica. I met Veronica at the bikers meetup that day, and this is this is her shop. She's the owner of this place. Pretty nice shop, and that's Veronica. That's the owner of the place. And yeah, I'm just here to kind of quickly say bye to Veronica, have a coffee, and then I'll be leaving to Tyumen. Okay, just out from Veronica's shop, and that day I was asking Veronica for a headscarf because it is getting cold, and then another biker, Sergey, gave me a headscarf. Today Veronica also gifted me a headscarf, and it's very warm. So yeah, now I have two headscarves. Now I have problem of plenty. Petrol filled, and yeah, ready to leave for Tyumen. So I think I am probably I'm I mean I have never been this late to leave a city. It's actually 3:30. I was thinking maybe I should stay in Yekaterinburg, but then I realized that, well, even if like I make some distance towards Omsk, it's still worth it because, well, I pay for one night in Yekaterinburg versus I pay one night closer to Omsk. So anyway, I decided to leave late, but I decided to leave. I just got filled petrol at Lukoil. Next stop should be around 100 kilometers from here. Total distance is 320 kilometers. Estimated time it shows is 7:30 in the night, in the evening. I think I'll probably won't reach before 9:30. So yeah, today's gonna be ride in the night. My first break after 100 kilometers, another 220 kilometers to go. This time, to avoid the Kungur fiasco that I reach a hotel and then they don't allow me to check in, I have requested some of my friends to speak to this hostel that I am going to. The hostel name is Yug Hostel. I don't know if the same Yug as the Hindi word Yug, but anyway. My friends spoke to the hostel, and then they said that yeah, they are okay checking a foreigner in, but then they need the document in Russian. So my plan is that I will use the Google Translate to translate my passport and show it to them, and hopefully that's going to work out, and I will be able to check in. If not, then we will figure out something in Tyumen. That's the headscarf which Veronica has given to me, and I thought I will try now. I have also worn my fleece jacket because it's going to be chilly. I guess the sun's probably gonna go down. Well, not anytime soon, but it's anyway going to be the chilly, and I thought I will cover up properly now. And yeah, Veronica, if you happen to see this, then thank you. And yeah, I'm going to try this and test this, how warm it is. Well, it's not really the test of warmth right now, but anyway, it's good to try stuff on before I actually need it. My second stop at this petrol station of Gazprom Neft, and yeah, it was a pretty bad stop, I would say. Like, I think I just stopped for eating, drinking something, and I wanted to use the restroom. I think the cafe guys were fairly rude, and well, but something happened, and this happened for the first time. Maybe it's my mistake. I actually bought some things and then I left it on the table because I have to go to the restroom, and the lady actually threw it off. Maybe they did not pay attention, but well, whatever it is. Happened for the first time. Yeah, maybe no more Gazprom left for me. I've reached here in Tyumen at Hostel Yug. Yeah, that's U, because menu also has that I-O kind of a thing, and then that's G. So Yug. And yeah, very fancy and a different kind of a hostel, I would say. And then they had shops right outside, and on the corner shop is a restaurant. I had my food there. Now I'm going to go check into the hostel. Hopefully they will take me in.